Hey guys, it's so nice to be talking to y'all again. I was actually planning on dropping the
Confession.
confessionals video at some point, but I don't have that much storage. Still planning on doing that though. I do want to keep this video short, and it's gonna be my unpopular opinions about the recent Baddies season, which is Baddies Caribbean, which just came to an end. If you didn't know, I edited basically every single episode of the Baddies Caribbean season on my Patreon. You do have to pay, but there is one episode that is fully free. I have a snippet of the first episode that I edited, and then I have a snippet of the last episode that I edited, which is like 5 minutes. The full video is like 10 minutes. I also have some other stuff on there that's edited, like the Baddies East reunion. I have the full season of BGC 10 edited, and it's posted on there, I think for free, because YouTube would not let me post it. But anyway, yeah, so let's just talk about Baddies. Let's just get this over with, you know. The first thing that I wanted to say from my unpopular opinion is that I like this season. I can see why people don't like the season. Like, yes, it's a lot of girls, it's baddies, it's ghetto, maybe a lot of fights or whatever, but I was really interested in, there was a lot of like unnecessary stuff that people were pointing out, but at the same time I'm like, that's kind of what made the season though. I got a comment on my Patreon, and they were talking about Mariah and Anna's situation with the mothers and stuff were so dragged out and it got boring. I don't think that. I think that if you put your hands on somebody's family member, it will automatically get interesting, because it doesn't matter if, I guess, your family member did something or not. Because I understand Mariah, like, yes, I'm gonna fight for my family member, but like at the same time you're instigating the fight, so it's like that's intriguing to kind of see this process unfold, especially when y'all are friends. There's other situations that like they didn't even need to fight, like the Tinka and the meatball situation. I think that was really raw and entertaining. I don't know what type of entertainment that y'all like, because y'all saying that Baddies West and Baddies South was the best seasons, and Baddies South was low-key boring, and Baddies West was focused on Stunner Girl the entire time. Yeah, I might have to revisit that to see what the hell y'all are talking about. Not everybody pissed me, like the only person that really pissed me off from like the start to the end was Gretchen. Everybody else, they had their decent points. Everybody at some point did piss me off, even the people that I like a lot, like Anna or Jayla or somebody like that, maybe Tinka, you know, Bianca. Next unpopular opinion is that Jayla is not a bully. I've been fighting with people so much on this because she's not a fucking bully. I don't get it. She's not a bully, y'all. Jayla is standing on morals and principles, because I know that y'all are talking about Biggie and they're like, oh, well, she shouldn't have punched Biggie, and I do agree with you, but at the same time, Biggie did all that talking online. Biggie was like, I'm gonna slap you, this and that, and Biggie did all this big talk, and I'm pretty sure she's still doing this big talk when she's recapping the episodes, and then y'all are gonna be like, but Jayla's a bully. Why? Because she's defending herself, because she's getting a little attitude back. I understand that like maybe she's a little extra when she hit her, but then again, she apologized. She explained to her why she did it, which was a petty reason, and then she apologized and they hugged and then they made up. Simple as that. And then with the whole Gretchen situation, I hit that bitch with the passion. I don't care what y'all say, because y'all try to justify her saying the N-word and all that, and y'all like, I don't care, she's funny, she stand on business, da 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 da.
I don't see that bitch as a person because she's racist.
And y'all might be saying she's not racist, she apologized, it's just in her culture. No, shut that shit down. I don't care. That's a whole other topic, because not only did she apologize, and she said it again. She said it again after she apologized. The first time when they addressed it, she was like, I don't care. When Cali and her got into it, she basically was just like, I'm just doing that to put on a show for them, not for you. Even when Cali was like, I'm getting offended, she's still like, I don't care. So I don't want to hear from her. I don't care what Jayla does to her. Plus, she bit her. Like, Jayla has every right to act the way that she does. Every black woman on that show, really, every woman on that show that's offended has every right to act the way that they do towards Gretchen. So therefore, I don't think that Jayla is a bully. She's a headstrong black woman, and y'all do not like to see that. Y'all just think that she's annoying and stuff for standing on her principles and for defending herself. That's some bullshit. I don't know where y'all got that from, but like, okay. Next, Bianca low-key won the fight against Sapphire, and it looks like Mariah. It's either Bianca won the fight between Sapphire and her, or it was a tie, because they were both hitting it. Sapphire usually does not land her punches, so I really think that the other fights that they had, it was weird or Bianca won.
Okay, so never mind. I went and I found the fighting clip and I slowed it down, and it actually looks like Bianca is struggling here. Sapphire was actually landing her punches like I said, so I'm not gonna lie, she won.
And then with Mariah don't really know how to fight like that when she does be landing her hits and stuff, because she do majority of the time it does not look like it does a lot of damage. And then plus she was mainly hitting here instead of like in her face.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, rolling the footage back, they were getting it in, but Mariah's hits still look weak.
Natalie was cool this season. We know how Natalie Nunn is from BGC4 all the way to Baddies and Zeus and everything. I don't know why y'all expect this girl to act different. The only thing that I want from her is for her to be behind the scenes and actually act like the person that she's supposed to act like. And she kind of did that this season. Like, she wasn't really behind the scenes. She got into fights, but I mean, like, when it was time to really shut shit down and get stuff together and all that, she did that, and I like that. Natalie was funny and she was just being Natalie, like, except she wasn't so extra and like a bully with it. When she was doing that whole confessional, like, I'm gonna smack the shit out of ET, I laughed. And y'all over here like, oh my god, Natalie is a confessional gangster, she's not really about that. Duh, Natalie is Natalie Nunn, you know what I'm saying? Like we really shouldn't be expecting anything from Natalie Nunn. She's already as low can go. Slim and Dia were cool, don't get me wrong. Slim did have some follower tendencies, which can be annoying, but at the same time she made a good statement when she was talking to Diamond about it on the roof. She was like, I'm not a follower, I'm a friend and I'm loyal. So if you have beef with this person and I'm cool with this person, then it's not gonna be very chill between you and I was like, okay, makes a point. Yeah, I just feel like in the beginning, like when she was with Natalie, she was kind of dick sucking when like Natalie and Tommy got into a fight and Natalie low-key lost, and then she's like, oh, to Biggie, oh, your friend got beat up. Like, I just felt like that was a little bit too much. And then I just felt like Slim was not that bad. Like, the only thing that really pissed me off about her was her BBL. And then like I felt like maybe she should have piped down a little bit when she realized that people wanted to vote her out the house. But at the same time, if people wanted to vote me out the house, I would be mad too. Dia was definitely not that bad, and she represented, like she said a million times, she represented the whole country or whatever. It's Baddies Caribbean, and y'all gonna kick out the real only Caribbean girl because you couldn't understand her dialect? We could understand her very well. She just has a thick accent, and she stood on business. She might not know how to fight, but morally she stood on business. I don't get what the hate was with Dia. As soon as she stepped on the show, people had a problem with her, and I didn't get it. Hold on, it's getting dark. I will never understand the Dia hate. Like, I just feel like it's unnecessary. I just feel like y'all really don't like people of color for real. Like, first y'all don't like Jayla for defending herself, and now you don't like somebody with a thick accent defending themselves. Like, what do y'all like, and what is entertainment for y'all? Cali is a coon, and she knows it. When Cali, I revisited the argument that her and Gretchen had, and when Gretchen was basically like, you're supposed to be my N-word, I don't have to apologize to you and everything, and she was like, you're gonna make me look like the weird bitch, when she was mad and stuff. I was like, okay, so you know it. The next episode came and she's over here defending her and all that. Like, what? Is that not coon activity? That's pretty much coon activity. I'm pretty sure Dr. Omar or whatever his name is would say that that's coon activity.
Keep your damn mouth shut.
And then she's aware of it. She knows it. It's just, let's say Gretchen wasn't a racist. If this was like Scotty or somebody, and she's like, you know, I don't really trust anybody. Do I have your trust? Because she did get jumped. I don't think it's that serious that you would fight the girl for you. So I feel like Cali is a little weird for that. And I'm not gonna fight my friend because we had an argument or something. We might have an argument, curse each other out and whatnot, but if you so far put your hands on me, you were never my friend to begin with. My other unpopular opinion is I like Rolly stating her opinion. I don't really know if it's an unpopular opinion because some people do like Rolly and some people don't. But what I really like about Rolly, which I'm starting to notice about the whole Baddies series so far, is that she states her opinion. When Bianca came up to the beach to go fight Sapphire and was explaining her side, and she was basically like, oh yeah, these bitches is crazy. She was like, I wish I was in there so I can at least state my opinion. And I was like, yeah, me too. I wish I was in there so I can state my opinion because y'all getting on Bianca for no reason. I really like that Rolly is basically kind of the audience for us sometimes. Like, even like it was random, but when she attacked Gretchen for just being a racist bitch, I was like, you know what? I'll take that. I even said that in my picture. I was like, Yeah, that's weird, but I'll take that. When Slim was talking and like who wanted to vote me out, who wanted to vote me out, and she was like, they told you 50 million times. I wanted to say that. I'm like, Slim, they already told you. Now what you gonna do now? Like, she's really the voice of us, and I do like that about Rolly. So I feel like she's getting a character development for me. Because the last one, the reunion is coming up, and we all have seen the pictures of Diamond getting beat the fuck up by Taisiki, but that's not surprising. Apparently Bianca also joined in and kicked the shit out of her, which is why her teeth is out by the root, but whatever, she got beat up. I don't feel bad for Diamond. On the show, she was extra. The reason she got on the show is because she snuck some girl randomly, and then she got beat up, and then she wanted to basically say, oh well, you ripped my wig up and now we gotta fight again. What? And then when the whole Bianca thing went down, like, everybody was jumping on her mentally, but she ran out of nowhere and she punched Bianca, which is exactly why you probably got kicked by her in the reunion. And with the whole Taseki thing, I don't really know what their beef is. It's just they were talking back and forth online. Don't really care, to be honest, because until it got to the reunion. But all I know is that she mentioned Junior, which is Krishan's son, and we all know what's going on with that. Why the hell, out of that family too, because Krishan's crazy ass, she's gonna get out at some point, and I don't think she's gonna let that go if she sees that. Why would you mention that to this family of all people? It's like you're setting yourself up for these things. Like, the reunion's coming. I do not feel bad for that girl, and that's what got everybody saying like, oh, Taseki's hands need to be registered. This show Baddies is really bad for the black culture, and it is. It's bad as shit. Like, don't get me wrong, it is bad as shit. The whole Zeus network is terrible for black culture. It represents us terribly, but at the same time, it's like, just because somebody got beat up really bad doesn't mean that like we should be feeling bad for Diamond. She put herself in that predicament. Anyways, tell me if y'all agree with my unpopular opinions. I'm gonna try my best not to take y'all comments down, because
sometimes y'all be pissing me off.
There's gonna be other videos coming. I also want to know your unpopular opinions about the season. And yeah, it was nice talking to y'all, and hopefully, I'll see you guys again. Toodles!